minimum limits of coverage in Georgia, and you need to make sure that you have good coverage yourself. People get confused because what they think is oh, well, I have full coverage. Well, full coverage means that you're protected in the event that you hurt somebody, you're in an accident and you injure someone, and you do have coverage for that. What people don't know is that you need coverage what's called uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. And the reason that coverage is important is there are several drivers in the state of Georgia that don't have any insurance coverage at all, or they don't have enough. In Georgia, the minimum limits are $25,000 per accident, which means that if somebody is catastrophically injured and the responsible party only has $25,000 in coverage, that's all of the insurance coverage that you can go against. I would recommend that people have at least $100,000 in uninsured motorist coverage, and if you can afford it, to get an umbrella policy which attaches on top of that, which can be up to several $1,000,000. The reason that's important is you can recover all of the money from the responsible party's insurance company and can then proceed against your own insurance coverage to recover the full extent of your damages. So what uninsured motorist coverage does is it provides you protection for people that are not adequately insured. And while most people think it's the most important thing is to be fully insured, you're really helping other people instead of helping yourself. And the uninsured motorist coverage is very inexpensive, and oftentimes the insurance adjusters don't talk to you much about it because it's not very expensive coverage and there's not a real large commission to be made on it. There's another thing that's important about uninsured motorist coverage. Recently, the Georgia legislature changed the laws in Georgia. We now have what's called stacking coverage. And what stacking coverage does is allow you to stack your uninsured motorist coverage on top of the coverage that the responsible party has. So for example, if the negligent party has $25,000 in coverage and you have $25,000 in uninsured motorist coverage, you can stack those two on top of each other, yielding a total of $50,000 in uninsured motorist coverage. Prior to the change in the law, there was a set-off for that, which meant that if they were the same, then you couldn't recover. And what the insurance companies are doing is they're sending out forms to all of their policyholders asking them to choose, do you want stacking or non-stacking And everybody needs to choose stacking because then you're getting the full value of the coverage that you're paying for. If you'd like more information like this, you can visit me on the web at mariettaautoaccident.com.